Hey, this is Kat of Cat Tales TV, and I'm doing this video in the dark because I'm lazy and I don't want to be on camera, and I think it's kind of hilarious what's the saying? What's in the dark comes up to the light or something? Anyway, if you haven't heard, Tory Lanez lawyers, without David Kenner, because he has another case. The other two. And that's another reason why I'm doing this in dark. I don't have all the information in front of me. I've been on Twit-Twat all day, and it's exciting news. His lawyers are asking for a new trial, and I guess Rolling Stone has put out some statements, information about the case, as in like why they believe they deserve a new trial, and Tory felt that his previous attorneys wouldn't allow him to testify, and also the new attorneys believe that the jury was tainted. There's things about Tory's tattoos, and it was misconstrued that he's like a gun guy when he said that was for it. The tattoo of a gun on his chest is a throwback thing for Tupac, because Tupac was really pro-Black Panther, that kind of thing. But anyway, I'm sorry. Again, I am actually spent. I'm exhausted. And I haven't been drinking enough water, and I think I'm dehydrated. So that's another reason why I'm doing this in the dark. But, this isn't over yet. I really believe I wanted evidence. I want evidence. I want video. I know there's video footage of what happened. There had to be. All those houses around there have cameras. For them not to have videotape somewhere is ridiculous. Also, in regards to Megan saying that she was shot by Tory, and her story changing at least 3 different times. If you watch the other videos I did, the last couple, you'll see them. I broke it down really clear because I'm using Megan's own voice, her own video, her Instagram live, her conversation with Gayle King, and her testimony in court. And it seems like there's 3 different ways she was shot, allegedly. But also in regards to the alleged shooting, there should be gun splatter. No, if Tory shot at her foot, there should be splatter from the bullets hitting her foot or feet in the pavement or in the ground or wherever she was allegedly shot. Where was that? Where is it? Was there any gun splatter? Did the police actually know what to look for? Because Megan said that she stepped on glass. And her injuries, if you Google, and I did this a long time ago, but if you Google what a gunshot injury to a foot looks like, and compare it to what Megan's foot looked like, or feet at the time, and then she was twerking a couple days later, it does not seem like a gunshot. It does seem like a glass, like she stepped on some type of glass. And now this is what I was told, I haven't been able to verify it, but she was walking around barefoot after the party. So when she supposedly left the SUV and she got in the arguments with like Kelsey and Tory, she walked out of the car and then she walked to a bus stop. And as I said on Twitter, LA is extremely dirty and glass and trash all over the place. If she's walking around barefoot with no shoes, it's very easily she stepped on something, whether it be glass or metal, it doesn't matter. There's crap all over the ground, especially she's wasted. It seems like Megan drinks a lot. In a lot of her videos, her Instagram posts, it's just a thing that she does. So this comes into play. If I was Tory's defense team, and I'm fighting for his life, I would use all that evidence. If they can use all the evidence against Tory and make him look like he's some thug, then they're going to have to use everything Megan does and brags about to contradict her testimony. You know, and she said in her testimony on the stand that she's a private person. She's a private person who posts Instagram videos of her twerking and drinking and talking about having sex with all these different guys. She's not that private. In my opinion, Megan loves attention. She loves social media. She doesn't realize it can be an addiction, and you can start creating stuff because you want to be liked or loved by your following. It's a weird game, this popularity thing is, because it's gonna get wild if we are able to see hard evidence that Tory is innocent and Megan made this up. You're gonna see a lot of interesting things go down. But like I said, I hope to God there's video evidence proving his innocence, because the sad thing is, with the narrative that was put out there, even if there's hard evidence, there's going to be people that are not going to want to hear it because they're just too lazy to open up their ears. They just want to take the easy way out. And that's why I was not cool with some of those reporters, because all they were doing was regurgitating what was told to them. They weren't looking at the facts. They weren't investigating the location of where this allegedly happened. And to me, that's real investigative reporting. Not just sitting on your ass and repeating whatever they hear in court, but also, and not also trying to win points by overhearing the attorneys talking in the hall and then live tweeting and then erasing the tweets. But regardless of which, people have agendas and their egos, you know. And, you know, sometimes you have a prosecution that wants a win, even if their case is shit. To me, the case was shit. It wasn't rock solid. And the jury was, I want to say forgive me for saying this, but I don't really care. I thought the jury was really dumb and lazy and falling asleep. And this one girl, who was the designer, kept playing with her fingers. And all of them just didn't seem really interested. There was one guy that was like sticking his head like really far into the court. I don't know how to explain it. But he put his, in other words, you know how some people stand up, like sit straight? He kept tilting his head towards like the, oh my God, the person that was on the stand testifying. Sometimes he was overly animated, like it was like, I don't know, some game. But this case bugged the fuck out of me. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, because I'm still talking about it and it's months later, but it did something to me where I knew something was wrong in my heart. My heart was screaming at me like, this is crazy. And when that fucking verdict came down, I was crying. You know, and it was real and it wasn't fake. And when I left that courtroom and ran outside and opened the doors and all the press was outside, I said he was found guilty in all 3 counts. And I wept because this shit is real. Watching his son screaming and crying in the courtroom, watching people like Raven weep as well, and his family members weep, and all these other people, you know, worry about him. There was a gentleman, I believe is one of his musicians. He pulled out his phone, even though we're not supposed to do that, and was filming, and he's like, I don't know what you're going to do to him. You know, and it is really true. But again, I hope to God there's fucking evidence that proves without a shadow of a doubt that Tory Lanez did not shoot Megan Thee Stallion. I've heard some stuff but I'm not going to say it now because I want evidence. And again, I'm not like a crazy fan of Tory's, where I feel like some of his fans go a little too far, and I think that some people are pushing. You gotta understand, there's always people who've got agendas. There's people that are like posting up videos where, you know, it's some woman and she's being kind of like abused, like they throw water on her or something, and they'll say, oh, this is gonna be Megan or something. I'm not for abuse. What I'm for is for the facts of the case to come out. If they have evidence that Tory actually shot Megan, I can deal with that. But also, if they have video proving that he didn't do it, and also, you know, because, like I said, these people's agendas is crazy. There's things that I do not know. There's things that other people know and don't know. But you never know what your opponent is doing. And sometimes the people you think are your friends aren't your friends. And sometimes the enemy, the person that was your enemy several years ago ends up being a person that you help. And that's actually what happened with me and David Kenner, I guess. Because if you don't know, me and Suge Knight did not get along. And David Kenner represented Suge Knight in my case. So there's that. But yeah, as soon as I feel better and I drink some water and shit, I'll do a video. But I am actually kind of exhausted. So anyway, like I told you a couple of days ago, it's gonna be a bumpy night. If I'm doing a bet, what's her name? I was gonna say Bette Midler. Hell fucking no, not Bette Midler. What the fuck is her name? Betty Davis. Shit. That's how tired I am. I'm mixing up Betty Davis and Bette Midler. That's a fucking... But it's a great movie. It's a movie with Marilyn Monroe is in it. But yeah, she walks down the stairs and she's got a party. She's like, fasten your seatbelts. It's gonna be a bumpy night. But anyway, I love Betty Davis. You talk about drama, you talk about a great actress. But yeah. Go back to that video I did about how to spot a psychopath. I was dropping you guys hints whether you saw it or not. And also the Gayle King interview, how many lies does Megan Thee Stallion get? Anyway, you guys take care. But try to be kind to each other even when people are assholes. It's not always easy. Sometimes people need to get, you know, they need to get their butts a little slapped. But I'm not for all this crazy ass, overly mean-spirited, you know, violence. But I'm looking for evidence. Okay? This is Cat Tales TV. See you soon. Bye.